So I'm here in Georgia on the historic island of St. Simons. It's 14 miles long, 4 miles wide, and has a population of 14,000 people. Now, being so close to the water, it's got me thinking about seafood. So the folks from the local trolley company told me when the tourists ask, where do the locals go? They send them here to Blackwater Grill.
Table 23.
Best restaurant on the island. Shrimp.
Never eaten anywhere as good as this place.
Really?
Gloria, pick up.
Everybody treats you like family.
Because owner John Houghton lives to give folks what they want.
We're going to do all the cooking, and we'll do the dishes, too.
Well, Chef Jamie Cadden will do the cooking.
Table 12.
All the Southern favorites
Pick up.
and coastal classics.
Always fresh, always good. Brunswick stew.
We use the freshest ingredients.
Check this out. Fresh shrimp from the coast, not frozen, like it.
Shrimp and grits. Straight out of the Sound.
It's all fresh and it's all local.
Like the grouper
Plate the grouper.
in this Blackwater original.
We're making a grouper DeFusky.
DeFusky.
It's an island off the coast of South Carolina.
Okay, so how do you know if it's super duper grouper?
Well, I get my fish fresh just about every day.
Flay it out
6-ounce portion.
and then dredge it?
Yep, all-purpose flour, kosher salt, cayenne pepper, ground black pepper, granulated garlic, granulated onion.
That gets all mixed up, and then we bring the grouper in.
Coat it up.
And grouper is a pretty popular fish in this area?
Yeah, it's not too fishy or oily, you know.
This means too fishy, and this
fishy.
means too oily?
Yeah, you know.
I always wonder what those Hawaiian dances were. Too fishy, too oily. Okay.
Dredge it a little more, shake it up a little bit, and we're ready.
2 pans ready to rock?
Yes, sir. Clarified butter. We're going to caramelize some onions and saute some mushrooms.
Okay.
Some julienne white onions and sliced button mushrooms. A little salt and pepper. They'll start browning a little bit. You want to glaze it with a little white wine and just let them cook down.
Now we hit the grouper in the little pan.
Yep. Clarified butter. Get that nice and hot.
He wants this super hot, so he lays it down in that's going to make a nice little crust.
Grouper fillet straight into the pan.
Let it sizzle. Both sides.
Then we finish it in the oven. Probably 3 minutes.
The onions are caramelized. The mushrooms are done. Now, we're going to make DeFusky sauce.
The Fusky sauce. Some mayonnaise.
Food lube, as I like to call it.
Yeah, it's dry vermouth.
Doesn't seem a contradiction of terms. It's
I
wet,
got
but
whole grain Dijon mustard.
okay.
Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire. Lemon juice, kosher salt, granulated garlic, and white pepper. Tabasco. Good shot of that.
Nice.
Whisk it up.
That's all she wrote.
Yes, sir. Use our caramelized onions and mushrooms on the plate, and our fish is straight out of the oven. We hit it with our famous DeFusky sauce, a little parsley garnish, and that's what people love here at Blackwater Grill.
This is one of the big hits.
This is it.
Great crunch to the fish. Cooked perfectly. The DeFusky sauce got some zap to it. That dry vermouth, kind of like a vodka, but with more flavor.
Yep, got a little sweetness and the tartness from the mustard.
That's exactly it. And then you get these onions and mushrooms that parlay into it.
Yep.
I can see why that's a hit.
Grouper DeFusky.
Cooked just right, and the sauce kind of wakens your palate up.
Fish is flaky, great seasoning and taste to it.
It all just comes together perfect. It's delicious.
Fire 2 grouper DeFuskies.
Just the place to come for any kind of food you want.
Like this low country staple.
2 low country boils.
Just love it.
You're a man on a mission right now. I'm scared if I get a hand too close and miss a digit.
Be careful.
Check this out. The corn, the potatoes, the sausage, and then just seasoned broth. This is the way to go.
You can just get so many different things in one restaurant.
Because these guys
Shrimp and grits.
did their homework.
Before we even open the doors,
Welcome to Blackwater Grill.
we asked a bunch of people what would they like to see down here.
Cajun pasta.
That's one of my favorites.
Cajun fit right in.
From jambalaya to crawfish etouffee. And this one from the Big Easy.
Boudin fritter. It's actually very New Orleans.
Cajun sausage rolled and fried. How do we get started?
I make my own sausage here in the restaurant.
Okay.
Chopped onion, celery, chopped green onion, fresh garlic, and fresh chopped parsley.
Okay.
It turns into a paste. Scrape that down like you're right. One more time.
So super fine.
Yeah, that is a lot of the flavor in your sausage. Then we can go to the pork, right into the pan.
Combine it with some seasonings.
Kosher salt, Creole seasoning, chili powder, roasted garlic powder, ground black pepper, granulated garlic.
Dragging this through the kitchen.
This is a highly seasoned dish. This is granulated onion, cayenne pepper. There would be no Cajun cooking without Worcestershire sauce.
Always need that.
Always. Our puree from the food processor. And last but not least,
A little Tabasco.
it's on every table.
We are talking New Orleans, of
Tabasco.
course.
Is that enough?
Yeah, I'd say one more hit.
Sounds good.
We'll mix it all up.
Then we get in there and make sure everything is distributed throughout the meat. This is my favorite part of like the texture. This is kind of freaky, but you know.
Now we're gonna take this and just cook it right up.
Yes, right to the pan.
So when you fry it, you don't have to fry it super long, and you know it's cooked all the way
Right,
through.
right.
Once this is done, we cool it down.
Yes, sir. So it's been cooling for a little while. And we have our cooked rice. We're gonna mix this up by hand.
No binder, huh? Just the rice is gonna work enough, that and the fat of the.
The rice and the fat.
And that's it. Interesting.
These go great with beer, by the way.
No.
Yeah.
Who would think that?
Then we dredge them in some flour
And
and
then
some
buttermilk sets up on the flour.
plain breadcrumbs.
Non-salted breadcrumb. Yep, nothing wrong with that. And we'll fry these at 300 350 degrees.
4 to 5 minutes.
Brown up on the outside because meat's already cooked.
Yep, drain them on a little paper and onto the plate. A little parsley garnish. There they go.
Cracking into it, it's like a highlight ball. Wow, there is so much flavor. You did a nice job with how you fried it. It was not oily by any means. The rice wasn't overcooked, so it stays tender. I think you'd really surprise people with this.
Here's your fritter.
Good texture to it, good zing.
One order boudin.
The rice is very fresh and a little tangy to it, and the flavors all complement each other.
Table 12.
All the food is very, very good.
2 low country boils.
Whatever's on the menu, I know that we're all going to have a great meal.
Good energy, nice people.
Pleasure to see you.
We're happy? Good deal.
You got it going, man.
Thank you very much.